Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Second of all, I want to give double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Elder Tahar, and on down to Ruel. And third of all, I want to give a peace and safety to the hope for the elect out there, the brothers that push this truth, the truth of the King James Bible, and all truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the globe. Alright, so I just want to do a short lesson of how alone the spirit of Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai allows it to go. Alright, and I want to name the video, The Beast Shall Hate the Whore and Make Her Desolate. And that's paraphrasing from Revelation, the 17th chapter, which I'm going to read here in a second. But Lord Wills, brother, can see on the screen, I have this article here from the RT News, and it says Trump planning to withdraw U.S. from NATO. Alright, which is the Northern Atlantic Treaty Organization, which all the brothers out there, already know that. But to a new listener out there, that's what that's what NATO stands for. Alright, which NATO and the EU, the alliance of the NATO and the EU is spoken about in the King James Bible in Revelation, in the book of Revelation, mainly the 17th chapter. All right, where it speaks about the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns. All right, which represents the modern day NATO and EU. All right, which now is more than it's now they've added more nations to it, but that's what it's speaking about. All right, and Donald Trump, if he becomes president again, all right, he's going to withdraw. He's going to withdraw them, withdraw Babylon, which is America, out of NATO. All right, and when he was in office, he was stirring up problems, causing animosity between the beast and the whore. All right, when he first got in office. All right, saying basically there's no point of us being in NATO. They need to pay their fair share. He's pissing them off when he was in office. So now he's saying that if he gets back in, he's going to get out of NATO. He wants to pull America completely and utterly out of NATO. All right, which it don't matter anyway, because NATO and the EU, the beast is going to turn on America and shoot missiles on it anyway. So it don't matter if he pulls in or out anyway. All right, really they're the enemy anyway, and they're going to shoot missiles on this place. All right, really they're your enemy anyway. All right, them other EU, them other NATO nations. All right, it's really Babylon's enemy. It's going to be Babylon's enemy at the end of the day anyway. All right. So it says former U.S. President Donald Trump has discussed pulling the country out of NATO or dramatically scaling back America's commitment to the bloc if he wins the 2024 election. And that's just going to do nothing but stir up more controversy. Which again, when he was in office, he was stirring up controversy between them. All right. Between the beast and the whore. Rolling Stone magazine reported on Monday, citing two sources who allegedly heard him making the comment. Rolling Stone claims the last Trump claimed that Trump has expressed openness to leave NATO altogether or remaining in the military alliance if the European members increase their defense spending and scale Article 5 of the Northern Atlantic Treaty, which treats an attack on one member state as an attack on all 31. Starting World War III over some of the bloc's smaller members makes no sense. Trump vented to his adversaries, his advisors, in mid-2018, arguing that most Americans had never even heard of some of these countries. To form senior administration officials, this anecdote back up from the former National Security Advisor John Bolton told the Washington Post last year that Trump was ready to announce the U.S. departure from NATO at the Bloc 2018 summit, but ultimately backed down on Bolton's advice. Really, the elites. All right, the elites told him to chill your ass out, man, and that's what he did. In a second Trump term, I think he will well have withdrawn from NATO, Bolton said at that time. With conflicts reigning in Ukraine and NATO Eastern European and ballistic members urging the alliance to step up its military aid to Kyiv, Trump has reportedly warned of the likelihood of World War III breaking out in Europe if the election turns has promised to cut off military aid to Ukraine, forcing President Vladimir Zelensky to negotiate a peace deal with Russia. In a campaign video released earlier this year, Trump blamed the conflict on all the warmongering and American last globalists in the deep state, in the Pentagon, the State Department, and the national security industry complex, uh, industrial complex, who has said we're obsessed with pushing Ukraine towards NATO. According to Rolling Stone sources, Trump has made it clear that his second administration would not be staffed by NATO lovers. Right, so he's already, and again, from the first go round when he was talking shit about NATO, saying that it's worthless and we shouldn't be in it, and we're just paying too much to be a part of it, and they're not paying their fair share. Fair share. He was stirring up controversy within the beast and the whore. Then, so now he's saying if he gets in office, he's just gonna full force just leave. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get out of NATO. But again, it don't matter if he does or he doesn't. NATO is gonna turn on America and shoot missiles on it. All right. And there's major, animosity. Before we go there, let's get down to the second chapter between the beast and the whore anyway. Because Turkey, which is a part of NATO, they was angry at the different NATO and EU nations because they tried to put Ukraine and certain other nations in the pact. They were having problems with them, and Turkey is doing deals, or well, they ain't. I don't think they're admitting they're doing deals, but they're in talks with in partnerships or whatever with some of NATO and EU's enemies. All right, so that was with Turkey. They were having a problem with Turkey, which is a part of NATO. They were pissed off, and now he's kind of Ecuador. He's kind of bowed down because the other day he was speaking good about NATO and all that. So they pretty much, I guess, pulled him to the side or showed him some video of somebody, whatever. All right, convinced him to change his mind or whatever. But there's major problems within the beast, and of course you had the Brexit. All right, so Trump saying this, is just more. It's going to add more fuel to the fire. All right. Which ultimately, at the end of the day, it don't matter anyway because NATO is going to shoot missiles on America, right along with NATO and the EU is going to shoot missiles on America, right along with the mother nations. All right, this Daniel chapter 2, verse 8. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdue all things as iron that breaketh all, these shall it break in pieces and bruise. Which that was the Roman Empire, ancient pagan Roman Empire. Verse 41. Whereas thou saw their feet and toes, potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there should be in it as the strength of iron, for as much as thou sawest iron mixed with clay, but the moderate clay, right? Because you got stronger NATO nations, NATO and EU nations, you got weaker ones, all right? Like iron would be like Germany, they're stronger. Clay would be like Italy or Greece, that they're weaker, all right? Verse 42. As the toes, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron, and this is the part of the statue we're in right now, the part of the clay, so the kingdom should be partly strong and partly broken. All right? That's what it is. All right? Because it's collapsing, it's falling apart. And again, Trump saying, it's still up there. Trump doing this, Trump wanting to pull out, this is just causing more problems. It's going to cause more problems within the beast. Again, Trump planning to withdraw U.S. from NATO. All right, if he gets back in, if there is even another election, which there probably won't be, they might just hail Biden as king of Babylon until the missiles drop. Because it may not even be another election. They can declare war and under some guideline or something, some amendment or whatever. He's got to stay in office, so they could do that or whatever. So he might not even get back in there. So yeah, like I said, it don't really matter. Prophecy is going to be fulfilled because NATO and the EU is going to shoot missiles on America and destroy it anyway. This Revelation chapter 17, verse 16. And the ten horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. Right, and the whore is America. And the 10 horns, or the 7 beasts with the beast with 7 heads and 10 horns is NATO and the EU. All right. Shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Where's the fire going to come from? The nuclear warheads. For Yahweh put in their hearts to fulfill his will, right? Because this is what the Most High wants them to do. And the Most High